Hey you, welcome to Taurus TV, a channel where we mainly talk about Taurus and all other zodiac signs. Don't forget to check out the description box below where you can find the link to Taurus TV website where you can book your consultation, find ebooks, and get your free sheet on how to date the Taurus man. And also, don't forget to subscribe to this channel and support Taurus TV on Patreon. Hi guys, welcome back to Taurus TV. Now, this is a very requested topic on when the Taurus man will ever be ready for marriage or commitment, but specifically marriage, because after a while of dating, especially as a woman, you want to get married, you want to have that commitment, you want to create a family with this man, and the Taurus man seems to be one of the zodiac signs that are very hesitant. Like, as I said, he's not, if you're trying to get married quick, try somebody else, maybe like a Cancer man or a Leo. But Taurus, Sagittarius, Capricorn are not the signs that get married so fast, unless, everybody has this extraordinary um, situation sometimes, but most of the times it's not going to happen that fast. So I chose Dwayne The Rock as an example because he's a Taurus and he has the typical, long-term dating for over years, just like the video that I did about John Cena and his past relationship with Nikki Bella. Let's start with Dwayne The Rock. So Dwayne, known wrestler and then later actor, is an attractive, masculine, strong man, has, typical traits of the Taurus man, and was married in 2005, I believe, to his first wife, who he has a daughter with. And they were married, I think, for 1.5 or 2 years before they divorced, but they've known each other beforehand for a longer time period. So his current wife, he met on the set when he was still married to his first wife. So he divorced, and after that divorce, just like in a bad relationship, a lot of my clients that I have consultation with always notice that the Taurus still has this hesitancy of, like, they're hesitant to start a new long-term relationship or a new long-term, marriage or anything. They don't even think about that after just breaking up. And I completely understand that it's painful. It's kind of hard if you want to move forward with your Taurus and you have the feeling that stuff is still holding them back. The example of Dwayne is that he, like I said, divorced his wife and then later on began dating Laura, I think 1 year or a couple months later on. So I didn't know Laura friendship-wise. And he's been with Laura since 2007, and then 5 years later, they had their first daughter. Like, 5 years later, after being and dating together for 5 years, that's when they got their first daughter. The second daughter came around 2018, and then in 2019, they got married. So, if you do your research yourself, you find out that these two have been together or have been dating for almost over a decade. And that's when, they tied the knot. And I think some women, especially with the bigger, I'll call bigger bag, or with the bigger thing to get, just like Dwayne The Rock, you would stay around because you know how much value he has and that your children already well set off. Now, the main thing that I wanted to talk about is how long of a time period it was. And he himself said he wasn't afraid to get married, but he was very hesitant. And he's thankful that his wife was so patient because they've been dating or together for over a decade almost. And that's something that you will find a lot with the Taurus man, especially if you came after him having a long-term relationship. You will have to go to trials before he's gonna take you super seriously, depending on how high the pain was and if he has moved forward. But that's why I said in my podcast on Patreon, I already gave some tips and tricks over there. But I think it's important that you have to know where you're going with your life, and you have to make sure that the Taurus man that you're dating also has the similar vision, or that he's matured in his way, and that the vision that you have, if it's, getting in a relationship or marriage, is also, he's open to that. Like, I'm not saying he might not be like, yes, I want to be in a relationship, because he doesn't know if you're the one. But just to know that he's open to that makes it easier. Like, if you have any kind of feeling that he still hangs to his ex, or he still has past, regrets, just like the video I did about Ready to Kafani going back to his ex and leaving his new flame up in the air, it's because, yes, exes come back to Taurus man. Because a lot of women who stand up and leave, or are like, oh, I don't want this man no more, they come back to him, and it's usually the women that he really loves. They tend to leave him, and then when they come back, he still gives them a chance. If you're a Taurus man, please stop doing that. Don't give all the women all the chances, because they don't always deserve that. And then he is more likely to go back to the ex because they've been together for a while. They know each other. He's very much into a safe space. They love their comfort zone. And with you, it's like he doesn't know you that well. He doesn't know if this is gonna be long term. He doesn't know, too much. But with the ex, he's already been with her, so he already knows that this is going to be solid. And sometimes they tend to leave the new good stuff for old stuff just because it's comfortable, right? So make sure they have the right mindset. Make sure you already have the vision where you're going, and it's gonna take a while. So you have to be patient. That you have to get this Taurus man. Maybe you will change your opinion afterwards. But the thing is, if you're patient to get to know him, you create bonds. You see how it is to live with him, and then you after 2 years, that's when I think things can be brought up. Like there are some Taurus men that would date you for 15 years and never marry you, or 7 years and then never marry you, 5 years, 6 years and never marry you. If you're okay with that and you never bug, he's not gonna do anything. And if you are not the woman that he wants to marry, he's also not gonna do anything. So make sure that the mindset is there. He's open to that, and you have the vision where you're going from the beginning, and have the patience if you want to lock down the stars man to stay there and hang there and give him a little bit of time, and also to present yourself as the woman he would want to marry by getting to know him. Okay, so thanks guys so much for listening. I will be posting more videos, and yes, see you in the next podcast. Bye.